Just tell me when to start the timer.
Will do. Bear that in mind.
I will consider that. I don't think we need it though, we are not that far ahead, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Anyways. Hello everyone, and welcome back to NGA, where we run glitchless category runs for a good cause. Currently we are benefiting Go Rescue, who helps animals get treatment and get off the streets into good homes. You can find the donation page with exclamation mark donate. Anyways, the run itself, we are now got Sonic Mania Plus, run by AlecK. Take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm AlecK47. If you saw the Encore run at AGDQ, then you're going to see a slower version of it because the glitches save a fair amount of time, including one that was just found yesterday. Maybe I'll show that off after the run since we're a bit ahead of schedule. We'll see. Anyway, I'm also really tired and actually in a little bit of physical pain because I injured myself a couple days ago, but we'll see how this goes. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So one of the nice things about Mania Plus is that it gives you free cutscene skips. That is not a glitch, so I'm going to be doing that throughout the entire run. And I already messed that up. There was supposed to be a jump there, but I kind of jumped into the slope, and that slowed me down slightly. So, already off to a great start. Bonking the ceiling there, too. Yeah, an 18 is not great. I'm going to pick Ray here as my initial partner because Ray is much, much faster than Mighty. So, Ray has flight. It actually is a lot like Super Mario World Cape Flight, so I'm gonna see a similar thing to what you just saw in the previous run. And it's going to make some of these stages pretty fast. Ah, dang. I ended up going higher than I wanted to there. That's alright. I didn't end up getting a character I didn't want, at least. So, at some point in this stage, I want to switch to Sonic. He's not cooperating, though, so what I'm gonna do here is switch using that question mark block, which I'm generally going to try to avoid. Pick up Tails, switch to him there, because this run is the Sonic and Ray show, basically. Switch back to Ray, because I just want to have Sonic as the other character in my party. Little slope jump there to get a hit off the boss, and that was okay. Should be far enough, right? No, it wasn't. It was actually almost too far left to hit that ring box, which would have saved a very small amount of time if I hadn't got that. The Ray allows that nice little trick right there to get up top, and then there are a few ways you can approach this stage. Whoops. I'm not going to be doing it the way I usually do, which would be to fly over most of it, because I just jumped too late there. I'm not a morning person, and I'm running this in the morning, so I'll use that excuse a lot, probably. But this is why you learn multiple different routes. You learn how to deal with things for circumstances like that. And for this boss, I'm going to switch to Tails because I want to play as Tails in Chemical Plant, which is coming up next. I thought Ray was going to hit the boss one more time than he did there, which is why I got hit. Wait for that sound effect. Ooh, that was a perfect flight. Nice. That's frame perfect. And this cutscene skip used to be the bane of every runner's existence back before Plus was a thing, because that used to be a 2-frame window. And arguably would have constituted a glitch as well, so I probably would have had to watch it. But I don't have to. So the reason I want to play... Whoops. It's a little short there. That's fine. The reason I want to play as Tails here is this right here. Ray can also do this, but... Oh, come on. Except when I mess up, it's a little faster as Tails. So, that was not how that was supposed to go. But anyway. Come on. Okay. That was pretty bad. I should have been a good 8 seconds faster. And I don't know why I didn't go for 2 hits at the beginning there, but I didn't, so... I knew my iframes were going to run out, so I manipulated Ray to get the last hit instead. That was actually intentional. Tails also lets me do a little flight here, which as long as I don't go too high and get caught by that spider, saves a nice little bit of time. So, a little bit about Encore mode in general. Instead of having lives, you have basically a roster of characters. Right now, you can see I have Sonic in reserve, and then my active party, whom I can switch between when I want to, is Tails and Ray. Sonic is going to come into play later in the run, once, and hopefully no one else is beyond these 3. A little bit of a slope jump there. And I bonked there, so I'm just going to do that the intended way. Oh! Almost jumped too far. It wouldn't have slowed me down too much, but I do want to hit these speed shoes. They save a small amount of time. Small little skip there that is absolutely not a glitch. Just skipping a little part of the stage using Tails' flight. Perfectly okay for this marathon. And now, since this is a glitchless run, I have to do Mean Bean Machine here. I'm not a very good Puyo player. Sometimes it can get a bit monkus, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, come on. There we go. That'll do nicely. Now I have a good setup for... Yeah, I'll just do that. One strat you can do here is to just get a ton of different 2 combos, which is what I'm going for after that start. I'm gonna go ahead and get that single there. And yeah, I'll do that. My brain is kinda mush at this hour, so fortunately Robotnik sucks at this game, even though it's his machine. Yeah. Case in point. So, Mean Bean Machine does have an extra color, which does make it slightly more difficult, but otherwise it's basic Puyo. That cutscene skip only saves like 2 seconds. But it saves time, so I do it. This stage, which... I did not want to fly there, but okay. That happens sometimes. I prefer playing it as Ray. What I was trying to do there was not go up on the top of the screen there, which cancels your flight. I was instead trying to cancel, like, go back down just before, but after those, getting past those little bugs. It's a little bit tricky, but when you do it, it saves a little bit of time there. Lets you get through that section potentially really smoothly, assuming you're able to skip the second set of bugs. And that was a minor camera glitch that does not affect anything. It's somewhat unavoidable to have things like that happen at times in Sonic games. The main important thing is that I'm not using glitches to save time. So, that is something you will not see. You may see minor incidental glitches. Like, there's this one point in Lava Reef where I frequently have my partner character do a spin dash on a wall. We'll see if that happens. Again, not really much I can do about that, and it doesn't make any difference to the actual gameplay. On the whole, though, Mania is a fairly robust game for casual play, so since I'm not intentionally triggering the glitches, they should be fairly rare. It'll just be minor incidental ones, like I mentioned, that don't really have any great effect on the gameplay. If you're intentionally doing the glitches, then, well, the game is fairly broken, as any Sonic game is. But, bad luck here. So, yeah, this boss is bit monk-esque now, thank you, Tails. Okay, finished it. I'm actually going to switch to Tails there just to be safe. That's going to cost me a few more seconds, but I actually prefer to start this level as Ray, but I'm not going to lose too much time to starting as Tails. I was just playing poorly because I was kind of, you know, not taking that boss too seriously because it almost never is a risk, and then it gave me a bad pattern, and okay, I'll switch to Ray then. I prefer to do that as Ray because he gets through there a little bit faster. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, I don't know why I wasn't hitting the spring there. Anyway, one thing Ray can do is just kind of get through those. Not a glitch, just taking advantage of his glide mechanic. Switch to Tails, and if I don't mess it up, get a nice fast boss fight, and I messed it up. And got wind, so the game punished me. Okay. That was a really bad boss fight. Both bad play and bad luck. Probably should have tried the knuckle strat and gone for the 3-hit there with the wind pattern, but oh well. So one thing about Tails' flight is that when you're flying against ceilings, he gets extra speed. That is not a glitch. It's been like that in, I don't know about every Sonic game, but the vast majority of them. And yes, Flying Battery has awesome music. Now, I'm going to try not to lose this lightning shield because it's useful against the boss. The boss has some electrical effect at times, and I want to hit it constantly, so I want to be immune to that. That said, it is quite easy to lose the shield here. Now, I should be able to just spin dash past there, jump over this guy, and then get through there nicely. Good. Now I have to just not be dumb, and then I'll be able to keep it pretty easily to the end of the stage. There is technically a slightly faster lower route, but it's less consistent by a fair bit, especially I find with Tails. So I take the top route. If I jumped too early there, I would have actually hit the final little bomb explosion and lost my shield, so I made sure to delay to a certain point there. Wow, I was too high there. So, come on, I didn't want to get bounced up like that. So now, alright, I had to kind of try to avoid the boss when it was kind of electrified there, or at least take advantage of iframes when I had them. So that slows down the fight a little bit. Now, there was a skip I could have done if I were doing a glitched run in the previous one, but that involves going so fast you get through an invisible wall, and that's pretty clearly a glitch. However, in this stage, below the stage, there is no invisible wall. So I am going to be going for one of the more difficult skips in this game as a whole. Not necessarily because it's hard, but because there's no good cue for it. If there were better cues for it, it would be much more reliable. But anyway, I'm flying underneath the stage here, and I'm going to try to go low, but not too low. I went too low. I wanted to fly up a little bit higher there, but I canceled. You saw me go up and then back down. I went back down too early. I might have had about the right height anyway, so that's unfortunate. I kind of figured I'd miss it though, because I've been missing it a lot lately. And canceling that early like I did there has actually become a bit of a bad habit, so I'm just going to continue on. Last marathon run I did get that skip. But that's just taking advantage of Ray's flight, his ability to fly faster than the wind can push you back, and the design of the stage. So that is not a glitch. It is pretty cool skip though. So I would have ended up right here, and I would have still had Ray, which would have been nice for Press Garden 2. I like to play Press Garden 2 as Ray and go the top route, ideally. Instead, I will be playing as Sonic and going the bottom route. Anyway, Tails is a pretty good time against this boss, generally. Oh, I was too early, so I'm almost certainly gonna have to go to the third bit here, but otherwise you get 3 hits on each of these cycles. Oh wow, I only got 2. Anyway, that's gonna cost me a few seconds, because not only did I have to wait for that third section to spin dash into him, but you saw I went past a whole nother set of those things, and if you kill the boss fast enough, that doesn't happen. So fortunately, I want to play Press Garden 1 as Tails regardless, so losing Ray is not bad yet. And even in Press Garden 2, it's mostly the time taken by getting him back that's bad. But I definitely do want Ray for a few other stages, so it's well worth getting him back. Hold back a little bit there, and I did not quite get it. So what I was trying to do there is get Tails to get bounced straight up, back up into the thing I spin dashed into to go up here. I actually pulled back a little bit too much. And that happens. You have to pull back a little bit as Tails, because otherwise he does not have the same hitbox as other characters, and he would actually get shot down instead of up. It's a little weird. Basically, he bonks the ceiling earlier, like right before then, and that's the issue. So before this boss, I'm going to switch to Sonic. You used to be able to actually get above this set of boxes pretty easily and kill the boss from over there, but they put in a little section where you can't have control, so you can't get over there anymore, which is unfortunate. But by and large, the changes in Plus were positive. And yeah, Press Garden is very much paper themed, like newspaper. Come on. There we go. Ah! Missed my jump. So, at this point, I'm going to go up here and get Ray back. Make sure it's Ray. Go back down here because there's a switch box that I want to hit. And that is fine. The combination there is effectively random because it's based on your time. And the main thing you want to have is that you don't want to get the Fire Shield, then Invincibility, because that knocks you out of the ice block, and then when you're invincible, you are not able to get the come on. You're not able to break the blocks like I did there. That was a pretty good heavy shinobi fight. Metallic Bandits does have good music. I really like it as a stage, too. The Heavy Shinobi is actually one of the more dangerous fights because, especially if you're playing as Tails and you accidentally fly around a lot, this stage is pretty fast, both as Ray and as Tails. Ah, come on. Alright. Wow. I'm not used to having that vine there. Anyway, Tails gets through this section nice and quick thanks to his ability to just fly along the ceiling there. And that's one of the trickier parts of the stage, so it's nice. Alright, I'll spin dash, that's fine too. No. That is not okay. Get up here. Alright, that was bad. Whatever. As far as mistakes go, it definitely could be worse. Switch to Ray for the next stage. Didn't go quite high enough there. But as either character, you can pretty quickly hit those things even when they're high. I want to be below 130, and ideally even lower than that, so that was pretty god-awful, but whatever. Start of Speedway 2 is a fast stage, and then has a boss that any of you who played Sonic CD, from which this stage is... Wait, what? What? Oh, I know what I did. I went totally brain dead and forgot to jump there. That's what I did. Anyway. I was expecting to land on that rocket, and then I was confused when I didn't. And I forgot to jump there. So, I should have been able to get to the end of this stage. No, not... all the sloppiness, wow. In about 35 seconds or so. That is not happening this time. So, yeah, a good 10 seconds slow. Ugh. So, Ray can speed this chase section up a little bit with his flight, so that's why I play as Ray. I might get hit out of the air. Not getting much speed either. Yeah. Come on. That was some pretty bad flying. And now I'm gonna switch to Tails once he comes back. The final section of this boss is dangerous, and Tails can just cheese it with the other character by flying above the boss and letting the other character hit it. I didn't get up high enough fast enough. Alright. Get ready to come back, refresh my flight. I only needed one more hit, so there wasn't really any risk there. I have not been live for 2 hours. What are you talking about, Stay Hydrated Bot? Aren't you checking the schedule? By the way, anytime if you want to just chime in with donations, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to keep playing and keep commentating. So I was fast there, so I managed to not get bounced back up by that fan. That's good. In Mania mode, there is a bubble shield there, which means you don't have to worry about drowning. But because there isn't one here, I'm going to pick up that bubble right there, which... Oh, wrong way, Tails, which actually spawns pretty reliably. Okay. I'm still good. Getting that one bubble is enough. Poor Ray. Alright, so I'm gonna switch to Ray here, jump over that question mark block, and enter the boss fight, because I want to start the next level as Ray. And that's Tails, who's in danger of drowning, because he didn't get the bubble at the start of this section. Minor optimization is that I'm trying to get Robotnik to go right each time, so I'm using certain positioning to do that. It doesn't save much time, but every little bit counts. I had to let go of the thing there for a moment just to make sure that Robotnik hit me and not that mine. That's actually not as hard as you might think. The timing is pretty intuitive. Quick flight up there lets me get the first cycle. Tails would do this section ever so slightly faster, but Ray can do this through the next section, which saves far more time. There's another way you can go, but it's not as consistent. I'm not very good at it, so I go that way. And now, non-glitch skip, number 1 of the level. Hit a path swapper here, putting me on that path, allowing me to skip a section. No glitches, just level design. Then here, gotta be careful to not hit that switcher, because I don't want Sonic back yet. And second path swapper skip, right here, get into that tunnel, and that gets me to the end of the stage. Tails and Knuckles can do those skips quite easily as well. And I don't know why I was in Sonic 3 mode there. I wanted to actually keep Tails around for a little bit longer to try to get some more hits. So this boss fight is going to be a little bit longer as a result. I don't know if he got a hit there. No, he didn't. Anyway, there's some manipulation you can do to get a couple extra early hits. You don't want it, those spike corridors without the mines, so hopefully I don't get 2 of them. If I do, it's bad luck. You pretty much inevitably get 1, though, if you don't get the ideal fight. So only getting 1 is fine. Three hits is typical. Oh, nice. Tails got a couple hits there. So that was a good final section of the boss fight, at least. Now I'm going to hold right here, and that's going to have an effect on here, just kind of slightly speeding that section up. I don't consider it a glitch. Now, okay, Tails came back fairly quickly there, but I'm going to abuse his flight and those to get up where I want to go super fast. Come on. Get up there. I want to go in here because that takes me in here. So that's why I play as Tails. It's because of those sections. Another minor benefit Tails has is that because he's shorter, he ends up going right over that section instead of just barely missing that upper part after the slope. So that's nice. But if Ray shows up nicely here, I am going to switch to him. He did not. So I'm going to just, well, come on. Alright. Now I'll switch to him. Because I do prefer playing Act 2 as Ray, even though it's not a huge difference. Sonic Chaos Bus, just get behind it. And it dies pretty easily. You want to get that flight quickly from there, because that's where, because of where that bird and another one are located. Nice. That jump is actually pretty precise. And yeah, the Mania version of Mirage Saloon 1 is an auto-scroller. Pretty decent stage. Not spectacular, but not bad either. I'm going to try to manipulate the cycles on the boss by getting a certain number of hits here to reduce these animations. We'll see if I'm able to do that. Get one hit there. Two. Good. So 3 hits on 2 of these cycles means that... skip a phase. Okay, that was not ideal, but it's okay. Want to make sure I only get 1 hit there. That was a bit of a sloppy way of getting it, but there we go. Alright, so not ideal, but I still skipped a second phase with the initial guy, so that's alright. Thanks for following me. I am notoriously someone who doesn't really stream much, but I'm gonna try to change that. There are a couple ways you can do this early section. I'm doing the lower route because I've been having a really bad time lately with hitting a box on the upper route, which is not ideal. And Tails is just gone, so I'll go this way, whatever. I wanted to fly there as Tails, but that's alright, I'm... Ray can do that, so that's actually better than what Tails does at that section. So that actually worked out for the best, in a way. Yeah, pretty solid stage, all things considered. This boss is an absolute pushover. Didn't even get a chance to do a move. And I forgot to switch to Tails at the end, but that's okay. I'll just do it at the start of the next stage. It'll be minor time loss. Anyway, the most debatable thing I do in this run is skip that cutscene, which is not a glitch, but does mess up the smog in Act 2. So it just leaves it completely inactive. I've only done a few runs of this category, but my best time is actually a marathon run from Blast the Process 2 a while back. This isn't even a category that's on the leaderboards, although I might try to get it on there if I get a better time. I want that fire shield for the boss. But that time was, I believe, a 59, and it can absolutely go lower. That's unfortunate. Five hits is good. If I had gotten less, the second part of the boss would have been potentially more annoying. So since I only needed 3 hits, that wasn't bad. The fact that I was likely to get hit like I did there doesn't matter as much. I didn't get a ring there. Okay, you know what? That's so early into the level. Usually you get a ring there. So that hit was actually intentional. Because it would have knocked me up one thing higher and would have given me a jumping pattern that would have skipped that little rock guy that I got stuck on for a moment there. Switch to Tails, because there's a small amount of flight I'm going to be doing in a bit. So right here, Tails can just fly right up there, which is nice. The second flight doesn't save nearly as much time, but the first one is really convenient. Slow down a little bit here, get that fire shield. And then up here, get those speed shoes. Got more height and less horizontal movement than I wanted out of that slope jump, but that's okay. And I bonked the ceiling. Oh well. And I do ideally want to keep this fire shield through the end of the stage, so I do a particular setup there to get past that section without getting hit. Ah! Unfortunately, those random stalactites that fall are sometimes hard to avoid. And ideally I would have... Oh, I got lucky anyway. And yeah. That was not what I wanted to do there. There we go. That question mark above? The question mark box, those switch you to a random party alignment when you get them. A random one that's different than what you're using at the time, specifically. That was close. Anyway, Tails' flight gets you through that section a little bit quicker. So that's why I start this stage off as Tails. For a while, I took the upper path here, but I found that they're actually about the same amount of time, unless some stupid crap like that happens. Oh, come on, I wanted to dodge that thing. So at this point... Oh, come on. Don't hit the thing. I actually want to fly up and get this fire shield for the boss. Then... switch to Sonic. Not get comboed, ideally. Alright. So, let's try not to mess up this boss strat, because that's the whole reason I switched to Sonic here. Ah, yeah. Messed it up pretty quickly. Oh, wow. Well, double KO. Rip. I'm definitely not restarting the stage for that. Ah. Alright, that's not ideal, but I didn't want Sonic anymore. So, it actually, I would have intentionally lost Sonic during the boss of this stage, so That part of it, at least, is okay. Ah, didn't get low enough. Whoa! Don't want to fall down there. This is anime! Not where I wanted to go. I wanted to drop down this one. This is anime, this is anime, this is anime. Yeah, if you get hit while you don't have any rings, then you lose that character. And in cases like that, you actually get sent back to the beginning of the boss because, well, you got killed. So if I still had Sonic here, I would have switched to him for this boss. And at the second phase of the fight, I would have intentionally gotten him crushed. But in such a way that Ray would not have gotten crushed along with him, so that it did not restart the fight. Because finishing the fight and getting both characters killed, or not having the second character to immediately switch to, that's what triggers the restart of the boss fight. Whoa! And Tails almost got that hit. I was not paying as much attention as I should have been. Yeah. I wanted to spin dash there.